Okay, welcome back to Dad vs. Son, going on with B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG, and we are about to begin week 2 of November. In the air war begins between August 42 and December 42. We had basically a bit of a wasted bloody turn last week. We attacked an aircraft factory and only got medium damage on it. And we attacked a U-boat pen and only got light damage. And subsequently, we had one of our B-24 group's leaders, commanders, killed. And we also ended up with 7 damage on the 4th fighter group and 5 damage on the 31st fighter group, which means that effectively they're basically out of it for the next week at least. So what do we want to do this week is the thing. So I've got 27 SO points to start with. So I think the first thing I need to do is look at a replacement commander for my poor old Brogger who died. And I have 4 commanders left. And this is them. So Raper's pretty damn good, but costs 6. So air to ground +2. So at the moment I'm at air to ground +2. And this guy, Little Abner, is already fast. So that would give him a concentrate fire as well. His air to air is 4. His air to ground is 2. Give him a concentrate fire for another. I think that's 2, isn't it? Yeah, +2 air to ground. So he'd have air to air. He'd have +6, and he is fast. Evasion is handy. Weight, extra 2 weight, so he could carry 10 weight points. Or suppress and give him some flak defense. Wow. So look, I think the extra weight points would be really handy, but I can't. I just don't think so. It's just not worth the effort. So I'm going to go with Raper and give him the concentrate fire and the +2 air to ground. So that's 6 SO points straight up that we've just spent out of our 27. And I'll get him a concentrate fire marker. So yeah, +2 air to air. So he's now +6 air to air, and he is for 1 turn anyway. And he's +4 air to ground, which is bloody wonderful. And we'll get rid of these other 3 gentlemen. They can go back to the mess, have a drinky poos, and let's have a look here. So we attacked this factory and got it medium damaged. We attacked this U-boat, got it light damaged. We did not attack this factory here, which had light damage, so it has a 9+ repair. And it's got a 9, so it now has no damage. So, righto, so what do we want to do? So first thing is a recon as usual. Let's come over here a bit and have a look. I'd really like to go back to that U-boat pen. So let's have a look at him for recon. It's awfully dangerous, but the U-boat pen's here. So it can be extremely dangerous. I'm just wondering if we can go 1, 2, 3 and do it that way. I don't see why we couldn't. If the U-boats can go down here in the Bay of Biscay, I don't see why we can't go. I suppose we're going to get hit there, aren't we? It's not like we start here. I keep forgetting we start here, so it's going to be 1-2 rather than 1-2. Why go out there when we've got to come in there again anyway? Okay, so that was just silly. Forget about that. So we'll try and get this into a high intel so we can try and take this out. And the other one, I think what we need to do is have a look at another aircraft factory. Do we want to? No, I don't. What I want to do is have a look at something relatively easy. Okay, well, we can try and sneak down there. We'll have a look at one of these. This one. No, we'll have a look at this one because it's only a 12 and it's an air to ground +1 anyway. Righto, so the first one is this one, and we are at a -1 on our roll. And we got a 2, so no bloody good to man nor beast. And this one, we already have medium intel, so we should have a +2 to our roll, but we only have a +1. And we get a 7 + 1 is 8, which is enough to take that up to high. So that is going to help us immeasurably, if we can get there. So, weather. White for home, black for zone 1, as per usual. And so home is clear weather, but we have stormy weather down in zone 1, so we're not going down there. White for 2, black for 3, and we have, that's partly cloudy in both areas. Okay, so sugar. So we either fly down to this airfield, or we take out these targets over here. I cannot get to the U-boat pen, and I cannot get to the aircraft factory because they're both in zone 1. So what are we going to do? And I can't take any fighters with me. They need a rest. Simple as that. Okay, so if I go to the special weapons here, I can take 4 bombers, 4 bombers, 4 and 3 bombers. And if I go to there in hex 13, I can only take 3 bombers anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go after this airfield as my first target. That's in hex 13, airfield 14. At around Remagen, and I'm going to take the first bomber group to there. So that is target airfield 14, AF 14, and they will not be carrying any or using any SO points. And we're not taking any fighters this week at all. And then my secondary target, so each of these bombers first three. 91, 92, and 305th. Good, good. We'll simply be carrying 3 Mark 30s for free. Right, and I put the Intel markers there as well to remind me. Okay. Second target is basically one of these 4, and I have this one with medium Intel, and I have one of these with medium Intel, and they can both take 4 bombers. This takes 14 hits. And this one up here gives me +2 bandits, but I get 5 SO points if I can get 15 hits on it. And it's a dispersed target, so that's where we're going. Okay, so that's going, doesn't cost us anything to do it. So he's going up there, and I will take Paradise Lost and Scarlet and the 2 B-24s along, and again they're just going to carry Mark 30s. So that is Transport 29, and Scarlet gets a +2 air to ground on those targets as well. So T29, Hell's Angel is not playing. T29, T29, and T29. That's okay, it's all in the wrong hex. That's okay, we'll get there. Righto, so they're written down, that's the main thing. Okay, so target 2 is over here, and they will, first one is going, now do I want to go straight? I'm going to go straight through. And the reasoning for that is, like I've said before, this is stormy weather. If I can't bomb there, as far as I'm concerned, they can't take off and attack me. Okay? So I'm going to come straight through. I'm just flying through. I can't see anything to bomb. They can't see me to get me. And that's what we're going to do. So the the Luftwaffe response is -2. 2 -2, so we have a poor response as per usual, which is really good. And the event is gain 3 SOs. So we'll take that with bells on. So we spent 6 effectively for Commander Raper, and we got 3 back. So that's good. Right, so we take off. We go brrr, and they can't do anything. And then we go brrr into there, and we have these 2 that can potentially get us. So the first one is a no band. I don't suppose you can see that, can you? There you go. No bandit. And the second one is a 262. Woohoo! Our jet. Okay. And we have no fighter. So let's see which bomber he wants to go after. He wants to go after the lead bomber, which is the Bell. But the Bell happens to be fast and has a +3 air-to-air, has evasion, and has suppress. Yay! Okay, so we have +3. It's a 2, so therefore we're down to +1. Here we go, +1. And we get 1 + 1 is wonderful 2. Yeah, okay. So it attacks now, and it hits on a 358. Ouch. And we have a -2 for suppression. So that's a 7, which is 2 hits. I suppose we could have evaded, but then if we evade, we can't attack, which is just yuckies. Okay, then we attack again. So we are at, again, +3, -2, so we're at 1. And we get a 1 again. That's a great die, that one. And he attacks again. 3, 5, 8, and gets a 3. So that's another hit. We go up to 3 hits. That's okay. Right, and then he flies away home. Gone. Sound effects and all. The next thing is flak. Okay, so we have intel to do first. We roll and we get a 7, which I remember was, -1 air to ground and +2 flak. Righto, -1 air to ground. I'll put that on him, and +2 to the flak. Okay, and that one can go back there. Okay, so the first one is the Bell, who doesn't want to evade, or else they cannot bomb at this time, and they don't want that. So they have a 1 for their durability, and we are at +2 flak, so therefore we are at +1 flak, and they hit on a 6, 8, 10. And that's a 1 and a 2. Wow. Okay. Berlin Sleeper is at a -1 and durability, so this one's at a 0 for the flak, and gets a 6, which is 1 hit, which takes them up to 3. And then we have Grim Reaper, who will be at a +1 and gets a 10 and a 5, so that's 3 hits for them as well. Right. Our turn. So the Bell is dropping first. The Bell is +1 air to ground, +2 for the target is +3, -1 for the intel is +2, and we have +2 for the bomb. So we're at +4. +4. Okay, so that is 2, 4, 6 hits. Well done, Bell. Okay, Berlin Sleeper is at +0. So she gets +2, -1 is +1, +2 is +3 for hers. Okay, which gives us an 8 for 1 hit and a 10 plus for another 2. That's 3 hits for 9. And we want another 3 hits. Okay. Which is a bit harder now because the Reaper is a +1 as well. Duh. So we are +2, +4 again. Okay, so that's 8 for 1 hit. That's 2 hits, and a 5 plus, what did I say? +4. Oh, that's only 3 hits. Oh, that's enough. 9 plus 3 is 12, you idiot. Wow. Lucky. I really thought I had screwed that big time. I was going to start tearing hair out. Great tearing of hair and gnashing of teeth was about to happen. Okay, so bombs can go back now. And we get ready to fly away home, and we have bonus SO points. If the target was destroyed, we get the SO points. Okay, and the target was destroyed, and it was worth 4. Yay. Okay, so this target marker goes away. We fly back home. Nobody can do anything because stormy weather. Now, these guys are going... Oh, hang on, I can't send the B-17s, can I? You idiot. That's okay. We're just taking the two B-24s. Sorry about that. Just being a twit again. Okay. So we're going there. So let's do the paperwork. We did not shoot any aircraft down, but we did destroy the target for those 3 aircraft. So therefore they get 2 VP each, and that XP, sorry, which means that the Bell can go up to ace and has 1 left, which he can give to somebody else. I'm doing this sort of the same way as Corsair Leader. If you get to ace, then if you earn anything, you can give it to somebody else in your wing. Okay, so ace. Righto, so let's do the Bell first. She goes from veteran to ace. So reassignment is now 9+. It's a 0-9. She's fast, which we knew. +4, +2. Formation's 3. So what happened? So air to air and air to ground went up by 1. And her status went up by 1 each as well. Okay. So put our little peg back on. The Bell, who was an ace. Okay, so Berlin Sleeper gets 2. And I'm going to give them 1 more. So they need 1 more for their to be promoted. The Grim Reaper gets 2, which is 1 more than they need. So they can become a veteran. So they'll be a veteran with 1 XP remaining. Grim Reaper goes from skilled to veteran 8 and is now... Oh, so the OK status drops from 8 to 6, but she's now fast. 3 and a 2, so that helps. So, okay. So she's now fast as well. So she's a veteran 8. And again, find a pretty little peg because she's fast. Beautiful. And that's that. So then they don't fly the second. Paradise Lost is not flying. And Scarlet is not flying. So the second bomber wing is not flying at all this time. And I'll just move these over. We have 6 and none. Sorry, it's none. And none. Because we're going after that. Yep. Sorry, just talking to myself again. So we had 27 SA points. We spent 6 and we gained 7 all told. So we actually ended up with more than we started. So we got 28 and we destroyed the airfield for 4 VP, which takes us to 40 VP, which means we have hit adequate. Yay! So we start the next mission in week 2 with 28 SO points, and we're not spending any at this time. Right, okay. So that's another airfield gone. And that was in Hex 13, which was here. So that's gone. But we draw a new one. And we get number 7 in 9. Okay. Yeah, what else happened there? For this Theatre, ETO. So we're not doing the European Theatre of Operations yet, so that's not going to affect anything. Okay. Now, we haven't finished the week yet, so pull your head in, O'Brien. Okay. We are ready to go for the second mission, which just simply has 2 B-24s, and we have the 44th leading off. The 44th leading off again, Little Abner, with the Death Dealer following up, and they are dropping 4 of those each over there, because this is also a dispersed target. Right, so Luftwaffe is a -2 for their response, and they get a 3 -2, so 1. So it's a poor response again, which is wonderful. So we should have actually gone probably that way. But I was trying to stay away from all these extras here. That's okay. We can live with it. And I need to shuffle up the events. And our event is AA fire, roll for each bomber group, 8 to 9, 1 destroyed, 10, 2 destroyed. Okay, so we will have white for the lead bomber, black for the tail bomber. And we have white for the lead bomber, so it's 2. So we have 2 damage to Little Abner, which takes them up to 4 already, by the looks of it. Yay! Okay. I can go back there. This comes over here, and we fly, my pretty. We go here, we go here, we go here, and we have these 2 that can intercept us if they are lucky, and we're unlucky. Okay, here we go. Remember, we have no fighter cover, and we have 1, which is a no bandit, and the second one is no bandit. My God, wow. But one thing I did forget is there are +2 bandits in there, so it doesn't matter. So then we come into here, and we have a look for 2 bandits. These now become a 2, so they can have a go on the way back. And we get 1, which is a 109 with 2 attacks. And the second one is a 109 with 2 attacks. Right, so the first one is going to go after, once I roll a dice properly, number 9, which is the second aircraft, Little Abner. Death Dealer. And the first one will go after 3, Little Abner. Okay, so fast bomber go first. So Little Abner's going to fire. Little Abner has an air-to-air of +4 and a concentrate fire of +2. And I've got rid of its thingy now. There you go. So it is +6 for its first roll. Here we go, +6. And 6 and 8 blows it away. So Little Abner shoots down the thing. Well done. Okay. Now, Death Dealer. Okay, nothing for them at the moment. So the 109 attacks them, 7, 8, 11. Gets a 7 for 1 hit, which takes them up to 2. And then we get to shoot back, and we are at a +3 to start with. And we have a +1 for good aim that we get to use for the first time. So we are +4 for the first turn. And we get nothing. Then it comes in for its second go and gets a 2, which is nothing. And we are now +3, so we need a 7 or better. and we get a 10 and blow it away. Yay! So 1 each. Well done, those men. Okay, so then it is flak time. So we have no flak help at all for these. So it's 2 rolls against each aircraft, and these are straight ups. They hit on a 7, 8, 10. And we got a 4 and a 5, which is nothing for Lil Abner. And now Death Dealer gets a 4 and a 7, so it's 1 hit. So Death Dealer now has 3 hits. Okay. And now we boom. Okay, so we're carrying 4 bombs each, all Mark 30s. Lead aircraft is Lil Abner, who is bombing for +4, plus nothing, +2. So it's +6 on each die. Sorry, they're only carrying 3 bombs, not 4. Sorry, they are carrying 4 bombs. So +6 on each die. So that gives us more than 10, more than 10, more than 10, and not enough. So that's 2, 4, 6 hits. Okay, and then we have Death Dealer, who is a +0 air to ground. Yay. So all he's going to get is the +2 for the bombs. Okay, which gives him a 9 for 1, a nothing, and 2. So that's 3, which is 9 hits total, which means medium damage. Okay, nowhere near good enough. Right, so then it is going home. Designate one group as being fast for homebound. So that will be Death Dealer. So both of them are fast for going home. This goes away. We have done our attack. They go like that. We go to there. They reset. And then we go blop, blop, home. So they don't get to attack again anyway. We have that. We have a 3, a 2, a 1, a clear, a stormy, a bomb, a response, and we still have those targets there. So this one goes back, marshalling yard, who has medium damage with medium intel. And because we couldn't do anything with these, we need to roll for them to repair. So the aircraft factory first is a repair 7. Got a 3, so no. And the U-boat pen is a repair 8+. And gets a 5, so it doesn't repair either, so that's good. Okay, so we did not destroy the target. So we get 1 XP each, +1 each for the planes we shot down. Planes. So that's 2 XP each. So 2 for Death Dealer gives him now 6 of the 7 he needs, and 2 for Lil Abner gives him the 5 of the 6 he needs. We spent no SO points, so we finished with 28. We did not destroy the target, so we're still on 40, and that means we will start the 3rd week in November with 43 points. Okay, now the Spitfire 4th group did not fly, so it will drop from 7 to 4. And where are we? 7 to 4. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'll get it in a moment. And the 31st will drop from 5 to 2. Okay, so he's 2. He's 4. There we go. Okay. Death Dealer has picked up 3, but has 3 replenishment, so they go away. Little Abner picked up 4, but does not have any replenishment anymore, which is a pain. And it gets its tactic back. Hell's Angel had 1 and it did not fly, so it is fine. And the Bell and Berlin Sleeper have got 3. In fact, the Grim Reaper's got 3 as well, and none of them have any replenishment. Okay, so that is that for week 2 of November. We're at 36 odd minutes, so we will call it quits there, and we will go into the last week in November in the next video. Realistically, it doesn't really matter. We've already hit adequate. We don't really have to go any further with this mission, other than to see, whether we can get better or not. So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call it there, because I think that's going to end up being about 12 videos just for this up to now. So we're finished. Air War Begins is finished, and we finished with 40 points, which is adequate. We destroyed more than 10 points of airfields, so we did not get a dismal failure. Okay, and we finished up with 10 groups all told. 6 of B-17s, 2 of Spitfires, 2 of Liberators. And considering, we had 10 groups, we ended up with 5 of them being fast. We had 1 ace, 4 veterans, 2 skilled, and another 3 average. And there were a couple more that were about to bump up again if possible. So, excuse me. So realistically, I think that'll do for this campaign. And I'll give B-17 a bit of a break and go on to something else for a little while, and then again roll through and come back with it later. And I think the next one is Operation Crossbow, chronologically. That's March to May 43, and then Strategic Targets June to August 43, then a short aircraft industry one for August 43, which overlaps combined bomber operations from June to September 43, which overlaps Operation Point Blank from June 43 to May 44, which overlaps Operation Argument, which is a 6-day event over February 20 to 25, 44. And then a transportation from August 44 to April 44 to August 44. The oil campaign, August 44 to November 44, and then the which overlaps the Allied invasion, June 44 to April 45. So there's still a couple to go, but we're getting there. So 2 down and lots to go. thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've had some giggles about my mistakes, my penchant for interpreting the rules one way in one moment and a different way the next moment, with no change of expression whatsoever. And some of those dice rolls have just been wonderful or horrific. It's just been ridiculous. Just to give you an idea, these are all the targets we destroyed during this time. So we had 4 airfields, 3 aircraft factories, 262 factory, 1 U-boat port, 3 marshalling yards, and that was it. So not too bad. And we did finish one one secondary mission as well, remember. So yeah, not too bad. We had one more week to finish off this secondary mission, and I just don't know if we could have got it done, because yeah, that one's 19 points to destroy. So thank you very much, and I hope to be back annoying you with my foibles again in the near future. Bye for now. Take care.